Hi, this is Dr. Dave Hiber. It's a new year, and what people do in the new year is they make New Year's resolutions. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is how to make those resolutions really work for you and get them done. Let's take a look. Now, how do resolutions work? First of all, you have to review what are your strong points, what are the things you're trying to change. Usually, for most people, it's diet and exercise, but it may be other things like getting a good night's sleep, reducing your stress. Recognize how those habits work and also make a plan. You need to have a plan. Most plans should be what I call a 90-day plan. Something over about 12 weeks is what it takes for human behavior to change. So change isn't that easy. It doesn't happen instantly, but with effort, almost any one of your habits can be changed, and so you can get to your ultimate goal. Let's take a look at what a habit looks like. Well, this is what's called a habit loop. And with a habit loop, you first have a cue. That's what lets you know that you might want to go to the refrigerator and have a brownie or some ice cream. Or on the other hand, maybe if you get an internal cue, hey, this is my time to go to the gym, you'll then exercise. So instead of eating a snack, you're having a routine behavior of exercise. And the more you do this, the more it gets ingrained, because there's a reward out here, and the reward is that you feel better, you look better, you get to your optimum body shape. And you'll start to get that habit into the memory part of your brain called the hippocampus. And as the movement and sensations of that exercise get ingrained as a memory, you'll be able to make the judgment here in what's called the prefrontal cortex to make that move every single day and plan your schedule. So this is your logical part of your brain, this is the memory part of the brain, and these things get the emotions going, and you'll be able to get your vision and your memory of what you're doing. Now, when you get to a habit loop, you first have to find the cues. So let's take a look at how you recognize a cue. Well, a cue can be a thought. It can be racing thoughts. It can be a clenched jaw. It could be chest tension, tightening of your abdomen, an urge to move around. It could be an upset stomach. It could be shallow breathing, a tight neck and shoulders, your mouth watering, or a furrowed brow. Now, when you have those kind of cues going on, you have a choice. You can go to a good habit or you can go to a bad habit. And a lot of people just go right to the refrigerator, look for those snacks, or start opening up chips or whatever it is. On the other hand, if you know, hey, I really could use some stretching, I could use some yoga, I could use some meditation or some exercise to deal with that cue. And let's look at how that would work. So you work your new behavior by taking your cue, which is coming up that you're noticing, and changing the routine behavior to be a healthy behavior rather than an unhealthy behavior, and you'll be able to get your reward. Now, what helps with that is to figure out what reward you're getting. What's driving your habit? A feeling of release, a sensation, or another feeling. You then want to create a healthier action to satisfy your craving with a similar or better reward. The trigger and the reward can be the same, but the routine should change. Perform a different action that creates a similar reward, and form a community. It turns out that if you're part of a club or a group of people who can help support your behavior, that's a great way to do it. And here's Winston Churchill, who famously said, never, ever give up. Get started on these things. Most people stop these behaviors. 80% of people quit a gym after they start in January. You need to stick with these habits in the long term. Keep rewarding yourself and take it one day at a time. Now, what we want to do is repeat the behaviors. So I say repeat, repeat, repeat. Now, when you learn to tie your shoelaces, you didn't learn it just one time. You repeated it over and over again until it became automatic. And here's a graph showing the level of automaticity, that is how automatic your behaviors are, go along with how often you repeat it, and your habit strength is related to that. So since you tie your shoes every day, you know how to do that. What you want to extinguish is eating French fries as a habit, and a lot of these people are just mindlessly taking these French fries and putting them in their mouth. What you want to do instead is teach yourself to follow different routines and behaviors until they become routine. Things like getting to the gym and exercising every day, relaxing, motivating yourself in a healthy way, and eating a balanced diet with the right amount of protein at the right times and getting adequate sleep. Now, exercise is what I call the only healthy addiction. Exercise is a very, very good habit. When you exercise, it actually benefits your mind. So remember, what we're trying to do here is change habits in the mind. Exercise is magical. It increases the heart rate, helps to pump even more oxygen and glucose to the brain to provide it with nutrients. And here's what the brain of an overweight, sedentary person looks like. There's not much going on. But if somebody's exercising, you've got endorphins in here that are making it a pleasant situation for you, and you're getting your brain more blood flow so you can think better, you're in a better mood, and you even have better memory and balance. So altogether, when you exercise, this is one of the most important habits. So finally, focus on a few behaviors. You know, one of the things with New Year's resolutions is people take on too much. Don't try to change everything all at once. Start with some key habits like waking up early, having a healthy breakfast with a protein-rich shake, cooking meals that are healthy, and exercising regularly. The most important habits for you are sleep, physical activity, eating and drinking right, and uncluttering your life so you can concentrate on these things. Get a work schedule going. Have a breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner, and be sure to concentrate on adequate sleep every night. I use my smartwatch to follow my sleep. Every night I wear my smartwatch and I see how many hours I slept. Did my heart rate go down? Am I relaxed? And it gives you a whole new level of energy for your new day. So get started. Have a really healthy and happy New Year, and let's get those New Year's resolutions to work this time. This is Dr. Dave Hiber. I'll see you next time.